Hello, good evening and welcome. This is 6 p.m. Prime on India Today. I am Ankit Tyagi. As always, let's first give you an update on the coronavirus numbers as per the government data very quickly of how India at this point of time stands in the fight against coronavirus. There are, in fact, at this moment, and this is the data which we have got from the Ministry of Health. It has been updated at 5:30 p.m. 2,305 active, in fact, cases of coronavirus. And meanwhile, there are 157 people, those who have been cured of this illness. 56 deaths have been reported so far across the country. This data was updated by the Ministry of Health at 5:30 p.m. The most authentic data right at the top of 6 p.m. Prime. Let's quickly start with the headlines we are tracking at this moment. After Thali Bachao, Prime Minister Narendra Modi appeals to spare 9 minutes at 9 p.m. on 5th April and light diyas in a symbolic fight against coronavirus.
9 मिनट के लिए मोमबत्ती, दिया, टॉर्च या मोबाइल की फ्लैशलाइट जलाएं.
Opposition mocks Prime Minister over diya jalao. Appeal. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor says feel-good moment curated by India's photo op Prime Minister. Centre directs states to protect coronavirus warriors, asks state governments to take strict action against those targeting health workers. Overall coronavirus numbers in India cross 2,300 mark. Death toll stands at 56. Government launches app to trace contacts of those who tested positive. Maharashtra remains worst affected. Manhunt intensifies to nab Nizamuddin Markaz Chief Maulana Saad. Health Ministry says 647 more active cases due to the Jamaat. Donald Trump tests negative for the coronavirus for the second time. United States reports a record 1,169 deaths in the last 24 hours. Let's start with this breaking news which is coming in right on the top of the bulletin. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in his daily briefing now has informed that out of the 384 coronavirus cases in Delhi, 259 cases are linked to the Markaz. Yesterday this tally was 182. It has now gone up to 259 of the total number of cases related to the Markaz in the national capital.
384 में से आउट ऑफ 384 58 पेशेंट्स फॉरेन ट्रैवल वाले हैं. 259 पेशेंट्स मरकज वाले हैं. और जिनको कांटेक्ट से फैला है, जो फॉरेन से ट्रैवल करके आए और उन्होंने अपने परिवार को आगे कोरोना फैला दिया, ऐसे 38 केसेस हैं. 58 केसेस फॉरेन से ट्रैवल करके आए और उन्होंने अपने आगे 38 फैमिली मेंबर्स को कोरोना फैला दिया.
All right. In fact, now I would just go across to my colleague Kumar Kunal, who is joining us with more details on this. Kumar, in Delhi, now this has become the biggest challenge. The Markaz meeting, the people coming out of there have shot the numbers of coronavirus, in fact, infections in Delhi exponentially. Kunal, if you can hear me, I was just saying that, with these numbers that the Chief Minister has given us, it is very clear that the entire load of the coronavirus cases, the maximum number of cases, almost 70%, are only from the Markaz.
Yeah, even those 91 cases which have come in last 24 hours, out of those 91 cases, 77 are from Merkel. So you can just estimate that only 14 are the cases which are other than Merkel. So whatever the figure is going, actually now Delhi is at the third position. After Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, it is now Delhi's position for the positive corona cases, and most of the cases are coming from these Merkel guys. So it's a big worry, but still Arvind Kejriwal told in his press conference that he is not much worried because otherwise the cases are not coming in a big number. So Delhi government has so far controlled the situation as far as the local contacts is concerned. So only concern is the Merkel's contacts, where they have contacted, wherever they have gone, the cases might rise. But right now, otherwise, other than Merkel's cases are not that high, so that we can be
important thing to note
much.
here is that there are about 600, more than 600 people with symptoms from the Merkel, those who are in the hospitals. Out of the total number, about 400 have been tested, and out of that 400, 259 have turned positive. There are still about 200 people more from the Merkel, those who are showing symptoms that are to be tested. We'll have to wait and see how that takes the Delhi's graph as far as this fight against coronavirus is concerned. Kunal, thank you for joining us with all those details. Now, to our top focus here on 6 p.m. Prime, and this is a big India Today exclusive. But before I take you to our story, I just want you to focus on these three images on your screens. These are visuals of health workers and police officers, cops being attacked during the lockdown. It's happened in Indore, where the health workers were chased away by the locals. It happened on April 1st. Then, similarly, cops have also been targeted in Mumbai's Dharavi. And today, 3 cops have been targeted. They were injured in Kannauj as well. Now, we decided that we would like to look deeper into why people are so jittery when they are being told to follow these social distancing norms. And India Today has come up with this big exclusive investigation. As India battles the coronavirus pandemic, Chinese app TikTok has been flooded with clips that attempt to mislead Indian Muslims, specifically targeting Indian Muslims by telling them to flout the lockdown regulations. This in a bid to stall India's efforts to contain the coronavirus spread. Is there now a foreign angle, a conspiracy to make sure that India loses its fight against coronavirus? Take a look at this big India Today exclusive.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
A disinformation pandemic, but this isn't about bogus therapies for coronavirus. It's far more nefarious. A surge of TikTok videos customized for Indian Muslims. Vested interests possibly linked to foreign powers, including Pakistan, are believed to be circulating short clips to discourage Indian Muslims from social distancing. These clips have swamped messaging apps. A digital investigation by Delhi-based cyber intelligence firm Voyager Infosec has analyzed more than 30,000 recent videos that tell Muslims in Hindi and Urdu to reject lockdown advisories.
The investigating lab has identified a range of high-impact videos that stoke the religious sentiments of Muslim community. The bottom line is that all such TikToks mislead the Muslim community into abandoning social distancing and health precautions.
Welcome to India coronavirus.
The bottom line, all such TikToks mislead the Muslim community into abandoning social distancing and health precautions. These videos have generated over 10 million views across different platforms. But once they go viral, the original accounts are deleted. The lab has submitted its report to the Union Home Ministry for a deeper investigation.
We have seen hundreds of videos where, professionally made videos, especially on TikTok and other channels posted on YouTube, which suggests that coronavirus does not happen to Muslims. It doesn't affect Muslims. So, there is a very coordinated misinformation campaign, disinformation campaign, deliberately target Muslim community, incite some religious passions, and, so that they fall into that trap. So we have submitted this report and to the law enforcement agencies, and I'm sure, necessary action.
The videos have been professionally edited. Many of them originated abroad, including Pakistan.
Bad actors are manipulating social media for ideological and political gains. Infodemic is just as contagious as the pandemic itself. Social distancing is the only thing that helps. It's high time we disinfected anything that encourages the opposite. In New Delhi, this is Ankit Kumar for India Today.
Ankit Kumar is with me right now, and what we also decided, these visuals that you are in fact seeing on your screens, all of them are misinformation. Please don't believe them. It is important that we don't lose our perspective in this fight. It is not a religious specific fight. It is for all of us, all human beings across all religions. Ankit, this is a very important investigation, because not only does it show that there is a very well calibrated, nefarious design behind spreading this misinformation so that gullible people, especially from the minority community, fall prey to this. And the result was seen what we saw yesterday in Indore. Stone pelting on doctors, police being targeted as well.
Well, this investigation establishes three things, Ankit. That there is a massive disinformation campaign against the health and government advisories as far as COVID-19 is concerned, that there is definite pattern and coordination behind this campaign. And the most important thing is that the sudden rise of violence and hostilities against the health workers could very well be driven by this particular campaign, because this report suggests that the videos that it has analyzed has received at least 1 crore views. Now you can imagine what the public sentiment, when you connect this with any religion, what the public sentiment, especially in the hinterlands of India, in small villages, small towns, what it will be. And although we cannot be sure of it, but there is a strong indication that these videos, this disinformation campaign, Ankit, has got to do with the kind of hostilities and violence we have been witnessing.
Absolutely, because there are a lot of people, those who actually believe these videos. There are a lot of people, those who are, in fact, we heard Maulana Saad's audio clip as well. He also said, though, defy the lockdown, come to the mosque. If you want to die, mosque is a better place to die. It follows a pattern, Ankit, isn't it? I mean, let people believe, just make sure that there is a mass misinformation campaign, and people, of course, are reacting in a very different way on this.
It's very important you mentioned Maulana Saad. Now, Maulana Saad can hide behind a curtain and say this, see, I was only addressing 500 to 1,000 odd people. But if you go to the YouTube channels, which actually shared these videos, these audios of Maulana Saad, and later those audios got clipped into certain TikTok clips, and they got distributed, the ripple effect ultimately ends up creating almost 1 million views across platforms. That includes WhatsApp, that includes other social media platforms. Now, the average person who is not very much educated, who is not very much aware about all these things, they believe what a respected religious preacher says, and that's what we are calling an infodemic. That's what drives an infodemic such as this. And as a result, we are seeing all these health workers, police officials facing all these hostilities in India.
Well, Ankit, thank you for joining us and bringing us this in the special investigation. Ankit was able to gather all this information using open source intelligence. But we just want to tell our viewers before we move on to our other story, please don't believe in all these TikTok videos. Those are actors. They are not going to lose anything. If you believe them, not wear the mask, defy social distancing, it is only in the end you, your family, and all of us collectively as a society who are going to lose this battle against coronavirus. Don't fall prey to this misinformation campaign. It is not religious specific. All right, now going across to the other, in fact, important story that we are tracking here on 6 p.m. Prime. That is, of course, the massive contact tracing exercise which is going on as far as the Tablighi Jamaat attendees are concerned. And a lot of, big, in fact, investigation, police is now doing with this entire Markaz congregation. Now, sources have told India Today, Stringent National Security Act is likely to be imposed on those who misbehave with the nurses in Ghaziabad. Now, the police is also, in fact, looking at the total number of attendees, those who came here, and they are going to record their statements as well. Meanwhile, Maulana Saad, who is in fact, as of now, still underground, he's not yet, in fact, the police has not yet been able to trace him. There is a continuous process of raiding which is going on. The police also raided his Saharanpur farmhouse in order to try and establish contact with the Maulana.
भारत में पहला केस वो जनवरी के अंत में आया था और अभी हम अप्रैल में है। अप्रैल के अंदर इस 2 महीने से ऊपर के समय में आप देख रहे हैं कि जो मरीज़ों की संख्या कितनी हुई है। अभी जो पिछले 2 दिन में केसेस सारे देश में बढ़े हैं, हम सब जानते हैं कि उसका कारण क्या है। वो एक बहुत दुखद, दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण और अप्रत्याशित जो घटना दिल्ली में हुई, गैर जिम्मेदाराना तरीके से जो है कुछ गतिविधियां हुई, जिसके कारण समाज के बहुत सारे लोगों का नुकसान हुआ है। कोविड की बीमारी को भी सारे देश में फैलने में जो है उसके कारण बहुत ज़्यादा कंट्रीब्यूशन हुआ है। अब उसका पोस्टमार्टम मैं नहीं करना चाहता। मैं इतना देश के लोगों से अपील करना चाहता हूं कि आप प्लीज़, जो प्रधानमंत्री जी ने लॉकडाउन किया है या प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जनता कर्फ्यू की अपील की है, वो आपके स्वास्थ्य के हित के लिए की है और उसकी गाइडलाइंस को अगर आप ऑनर नहीं करेंगे, उसकी स्पिरिट का सम्मान नहीं करेंगे, तो नुकसान आप ही का होगा।
इस संबंध में जैसे कि आप सबकी नॉलेज में है, अगर हम देखें तो तबलीगी जमात से रिलेटेड केसेस अगर हम लें तो पिछले 2 दिनों में करीब 647 केसेस, 647 कन्फर्म पॉजिटिव केसेस इससे लिंक किए हुए पाए गए हैं, जो कि 14 स्टेट्स में पॉजिटिव पाए गए हैं। अगर हम पिछले कुछ दिनों में देखें तो जो हमारे केसेस में बढ़ोतरी हुई है, उसका मुख्य कारण एक पर्टिकुलर लेवल पर जो हमारे केसेस आए हैं उसकी वजह से हुई है। नहीं तो जो हमारे लॉकडाउन के एफर्ट्स थे, जो हमारे सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग को प्रमोट करने के एफर्ट्स थे, उससे केसेस तो आ रहे थे लेकिन उसमें बढ़ोतरी नहीं हो रही थी।
All right, now going across to my colleague Milan, who's joining us with more details on this story. Milan, first of all, just give us an update on the investigation. We believe the Delhi police had served a questionnaire, and also the manhunt for Maulana Saad has only been intensified.
That's right. The Delhi police has submitted a questionnaire. There are at least 26 or more questions that have been asked in them. We know that Maulana Saad had issued an audio message saying that he is in self-quarantine. But the police have found many crack teams. Some of them are even in Muzaffarnagar as we speak in Uttar Pradesh. They've also searched for at least 14 hospitals where Maulana Saad could have been. And he has mentioned that he's in self-quarantine, and there are suspicions that he may have also contracted the coronavirus, and that's why he's in a quarantine or isolation. But the police is also looking at the CCTV footage at this point of time, because a massive manhunt has been initiated by them. The sources in the crime branch have also told us that the funding of the Markaz organization, the Tablighi Jamaat organization and Markaz, is also being looked at from various angles. So right now the police is not leaving any stone unturned to look for this man who most are saying is responsible for the spread of coronavirus at such crucial and important times that the congregation took place.
Milan, thank you for joining us. Milan was tracking the latest from the investigation as far as the Markaz story is concerned. Now, before I move on, I just very quickly, because now the Markaz has become India's biggest virus vector. It has turned out to be the biggest problem as far as India's numbers or the fight against coronavirus is concerned. Let's just give you a trail of Mercus COVID-19 patients. Where all are they? This map, in fact, tells you 1 in Jammu and Kashmir, 3 in Uttar Pradesh, 35 in Punjab. But look at Delhi. 259 in Delhi, 16 in Assam, 1 Manipur, 1 Arunachal Pradesh. Now, other big state, Andhra Pradesh 129, Tamil Nadu 264. And I'm not talking about the number of attendees. These are COVID-19 patients, positive COVID-19 patients. Andaman Nicobar 9, Kerala 2, Karnataka 11, Maharashtra 7, Gujarat 2, 28 in Rajasthan, 3 in Haryana and 35 in Punjab. This is the overall picture till 5:30 p.m. of patients, people, those who attended the Mercus and in fact are now turned positive as far as coronavirus is concerned. Of the total number of cases in all these states, look at the numbers, staggering numbers in Delhi. 259 COVID-19 patients out of 384 from Mercus. Andhra Pradesh, 129 of 132 from Jamaat. Look at what is happening in Tamil Nadu, 264 of 309 from Jamaat. This is largely the total picture that has emerged. A huge spike because of the numbers related to Jamaat. People, those who attended this, in fact, congregation have now been reported from all across the country. And in states like Delhi, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, some Rajasthan as well, and even in Karnataka, they constitute a massive, massive number, all across the country. All right. Now, just you heard yesterday, you saw those images, horrific images of and details which have been coming out, where there have been allegations that Tablighi Jamaat members, those who are now in isolation and in quarantine, are misbehaving with the staff there. This complaint came from Ghaziabad. There was also complaint which came from Kanpur, and the complaint in Delhi as well, where they have been accused of spitting at the staff which is taking care of them. Now, this has enraged the nurses who have complained to the police that these men made vulgar gestures and even roamed around naked in the hospital. This particularly was the case in Ghaziabad. Now, take a look at how these horrific details are coming to the fore.
Several Tablighi Jamaat members who attended the congregation in Nizamuddin and are now in hospitals are allegedly misbehaving with doctors and nurses. A police complaint filed by the Ghaziabad Chief Medical Officer claims some of these patients are roaming nude inside the hospital and making obscene signs. The CMO alleges the quarantined Jamaat members in the isolation ward are harassing the women staff.
ये सभी आरोप वहां पर आइसोलेशन वार्ड में स्थित जो व्यक्ति थे उनके विरुद्ध किया गया था, लगाए गए थे आरोप, जिस पर तत्काल इसकी गंभीरता को देखते हुए एसपी सिटी और एडीएम जो है उन्होंने इस पे वहां पर मौके पर भी इसकी जांच करी और तथ्यों को परखा और यह पाया गया कि तहरीर जो है वो एफआईआर योग्य है और तत्काल इस पर जो है निर्णय लेते हुए इस पर एफआईआर दर्ज की गई है.
Health workers at a hospital in Kanpur have made similar complaints. The doctors say the Jamaat members are spitting on the walls and are not adhering to social distancing.
ये मरीजों ने 22 लोगों ने इनके ऊपर थूका भी, गंदगी भी की, इनकी बात नहीं मानी और खाना को क्रिटिसाइज किया, हर चीज़ में ये ना करते रहे और ये एक जगह इकट्ठा हो गए, ये हॉल में आ गए इबादत करने के लिए, अलग अलग आइसोलेशन नहीं इन्होंने प्रिजर्व किया. डॉक्टर्स को बहुत बुरा भला कहा, ऐसे में बहुत बुरा लगा.
The Yogi Adityanath government is imposing the stringent National Security Act against Jamaati members who are misbehaving with nurses and doctors.
सभी लोगों से अनुरोध किया जा रहा है कि ऐसे जैसे क्वारंटाइन सेंटर हैं या आइसोलेशन वार्ड हैं जिसमें लोग हैं उसमें सीसीटीवी लगाई जाए ताकि उसका प्रॉपर एविडेंस हमारे पास रहे.
Community leaders have condemned the actions of Jamaat members.
ये इंसानियत के बिल्कुल खिलाफ है. किसी भी ज़ात और मज़हब जो है ये इजाज़त नहीं देती कि जो है किसी के साथ में बिलावजह दुर्व्यवहार किया जाए. ना तो इस्लाम में इस चीज़ की इजाज़त है और ना ही दूसरे मज़हबों के अंदर इस चीज़ की इजाज़त है.
The Tablighi Jamaat is in the eye of a storm for holding a congregation violating laws that created the biggest coronavirus cluster in India. The harassment of doctors and nurses who are simply doing their duty deserves stern action. Bureau Report, India Today.
Shivendra Srivastav is joining us with more details on this story. Shivendra, very quickly, just give us a sense of what the Uttar Pradesh government is going to do on this. NSA is going to be invoked on these people. Yogi government, in fact, absolutely furious with the way these people are behaving.
See, Ankit, this situation in UP is very scary now. Suddenly, numbers are increasing out of proportion, and if I tell you, in last 24 hours, 47 cases, positive cases of coronavirus are reported across the Uttar Pradesh. And few minutes back in Sadar Bazaar area of Lucknow, 12 positive cases are reported in single mosque where these Jamaatis were hiding and they are taken for quarantine. Now that complete area is locked. In lockdown also, that complete area is seized by the police and administration, and they are trying to sanitize that entire area of 1 kilometer and also trying to identify people who were in contact with these Jamaatis in that area as well. So this is very disturbing news from this area of Lucknow itself. But UP government is going very strict on this after this incident of increase of numbers of Jamaatis in corona positive cases. They have clearly said that NSA will be imposed on the people who are hiding in different places in the name of scare or whatever they are saying, what reason they are saying. But NSA will be imposed, and the people who will help them to hide in some places in mosque or in other places.
Nobody is blaming you for contracting this virus, but the fact remains, if you are now then using it to misbehave, to in fact spread the disease, this is not in fact going to be tolerated. This is absolutely unpardonable, and strong action as the Uttar Pradesh government is going to take against them. That of course will be needed to try and rein in such people. Shivendra, thank you for joining us with all those details. Breaking news coming in on the bulletin. In fact, 9 positive cases of coronavirus have now been reported from Kerala. 3 of them had attended the Nizamuddin gathering as well. So 9 new cases being reported from Kerala, and 3 of them have been traced back to the Nizamuddin Markaz. All right, with that, we're slipping into a very short break. We'll get you details about Maharashtra as well, a state which is suffering from the worst amount of cases. The number of cases in Maharashtra only going up exponentially. Coming up after a very short break. Stay tuned.
पर हमें देख रहा है, भरोसे के साथ वो हर खबर आप तक पहुंचे जो आपके लिए जानना जरूरी है।
सब वर्क फ्रॉम होम कर रहे हैं, अपने परिवार वालों के साथ वक्त बिताते हुए तस्वीरें पोस्ट करते हुए देख रहे हैं। बहुत लोग हमसे पूछते भी हैं, तुम क्यों नहीं करते? हमारा भी मन करता है बच्चों के साथ घर बैठकर फिल्म देख लें। हमारा भी मन करता है शाम को चाय अपने घर परिवार के लोगों के साथ पी लें, क्योंकि हमारा एक परिवार पर्दे के उस पार भी है। आप लोग भी तो हमारा परिवार हैं। हम काम पर हैं ताकि आप घर पर सुरक्षित रहें। आपको घर बैठे कोरोना से जुड़ी हर जानकारी, हर खबर सही समय पर मिलती रहे, इसलिए हम दफ्तर आ रहे हैं।
मेरी बीवी, मेरे बच्चे, मेरे माँ बाप मुझसे पूछते हैं मेरी जान की कीमत क्यों नहीं है, मैं ऑफिस क्यों जाता हूं? तो मैंने उनको कहा कि मैं अपने दूसरे परिवार यानी कि आप लोगों के लिए आता हूं। मैं चाहता हूं कि आप तक हर खबर पहुंचे, घर पर रहें, तंदुरुस्त रहें।
एग्जैक्ट पोल मतलब आज तक, और वो सिर्फ इसलिए क्योंकि हम करते हैं हर एग्जिट पोल पूरी ईमानदारी से। जिस सैंपल साइज को हम बड़े सैंपल साइज को लेते हैं, उससे उसके मन को भांपते हैं और फिर उससे पूछते हैं कि वो किस तरफ जा रहा है। और फिर जब सारा डेटा इकट्ठा हो जाता है, उसको सही तरह से एनालाइज करके आपके सामने आते हैं आंकड़े, और वो आंकड़े फिर आज तक की बादशाहत कायम करते हैं। आज तक मतलब एग्जैक्ट पोल।